Hi, everybody, and welcome to College Math. Please don't skip over this introduction because it will tell you everything you need to know. We're going to be doing 2 chats a week. And how long are they going to be? It just depends on how long it takes for us to learn the material. Sometimes it takes longer, and sometimes there might be parts that you want to skip over. First things first, make sure that you complete the certification. It's required before you submit any of your work. Complete the pretest. I close it the minute the chat starts. It is not included in your grade. For those of you who took it, thank you. Don't worry about your grade on it, it doesn't count. Also, if you could please post your phone number in the journal, I'd really appreciate it. It's helpful for me to have the phone number that you want me to call you on or text you on. Even if you want to say, please text me, please don't call. I'm very willing to abide by any instructions, but if I need to talk to you, I might say, can you call me? Please post your phone number. You get bonus points. Every week you can get a half a bonus point added on, which accounts for 2 full points on top of your grade. And the extra credit's very easy to get. In weeks 1 through 4, every week we have a quiz. Overall, that's 15% of your total grade. You can keep doing the problems over and over until you do get 100. I don't recommend that you just keep doing them over and over and over until you get 100, unless you know why you got it wrong the first time. If you attend or watch a recording, you also get another 0.25 bonus points. Please do it. Every week, you're going to have a discussion board. If you post in the discussion board Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you get 0.25 points. If you post early in the discussion and you come to or watch the chat, that's all your bonus points every week. After you've done everything, then you take the test. You can only take the test once. Please, before you start, make sure that you are ready for the test. The questions are similar, but they're not the same questions. You have to understand what the question says so you know how to do the problem. And if all you did was copy a template, which is either me writing down the steps or Pearson writing down the steps, you will not know what you're doing. In week 4, you can make up a test. You can retake any of the first 3 tests, 1, 2, or 3. Make sure before you retake a test, you've looked at the test. You know what you got wrong. You understand why you got it wrong. We have a final exam, which is comprehensive, which means it covers everything for the whole course. And the post-test also is comprehensive. And it does count. The final and the post-test are multiple choice. Now I want to go into Blackboard. I'm going to first go through to Keiser Live and show you where the recordings are going to be. If I hit Keiser Live, there will not be Chat 1 Part 1 here when you go to rewatch it. It's recorded. These are the live chats. You click there and you go to recordings, and then all the recordings would show up here. If you're in week 4 and you want to study for this test 2, and you can't find the recording, it's because this is recent recordings. You just click down here, click recordings in a range. Under getting started, well, you see the introductions. There's the journal. This is where you post your phone number for extra credit. I'm going to show you a really easy way to do the registration that you don't have to read all these directions. It's completely up to you whether or not you want to do that. There's the discussion rubric, and you can see how your discussion is being graded. You get full points. Most people get full points as long as you just do everything. Here's all the bonus points. So here's the Keiser Live chat, the discussion post. Just make your point. I mean, you watch the video, you had something to say about it, make a statement that someone can at least respond to. I mean, getting started. And at the very top here, it says Access Pearson. You will need this. If you come here to Access Pearson, it won't let you in until you fill out all the information, and you only will have, obviously, these student links. You can go in here and see all assignments. I'm going to go into quiz 1. I don't want you to do it like this. There's a link for quiz 1. I'm going to get it wrong. The set of the 5 best NFL players is well defined is incorrect. Look, I got this wrong. What I mean by you can do it over and over is, well, you can get a similar question, and now I can say this is not well defined, and now I got it correct. And it doesn't count it wrong. Also, here you can get more help. There's this thing called Help Me Solve This, and there's another thing called View an Example. Say I don't understand this question. Well, I can get more help, and I can either view an example, in which case they're going to just kind of say things, hit continue, say more things, hit continue. Help me solve this. You're not going to learn much just from doing these problems and having help me solve this help you, because most of the time they're not giving an explanation that makes sense. They're just kind of telling you what to do. And I think you'll see the difference after tonight. But I just wanted to point that out. Please try your hardest not to use those things. And if you can't do the problem any other way than using those buttons, you're not going to get it right on the test because they're not going to be there. Your score will be quite a bit lower than it would have been. Also, you'll have access to the grade book. It'll just be your grade book. In the grade book, which is where I'm at, there'll be a grade here, and then right here in blue, it would say review. And that's how you can see like what you got right and what you got wrong on your tests. That's important that you be able to understand where you made mistakes, and on your quiz as well. But your quiz you can see directly. And that's really all that you need in here, but those two things are important. That's how you can see your grades. Week 1 through week 4 are almost identical. There's a few things that'll be different. For example, in week 1, there'll also be the certification, which will not be in any other week. There'll be a pretest, live chat. This PDF will be the problems we're going to go over. Ask questions. What I want you to put in here is, I came to the chat or I watched the chat. Please post in here what you did for bonus. You can even say I posted early just to remind me. I put my phone number in the journal, whatever it is, and ask questions. If you have math questions, you can call me and I can answer your question probably better with my voice and in a conversation than I can in a document that I'm going to email back to you. If I don't answer the phone, text me. I will call you back. Here's the math talk. This is the first recording to watch, and it's about the magic of Fibonacci numbers. I feel like it should be more than 150 words for your initial response, but if you can say what you want to say in less and it's complete, fine. We're going to walk Donna through registering for Pearson. Click on quiz 1, open Pearson. See at the bottom where it says new to Pearson? Is there something underneath there? Scroll down, create an account. Okay, so this is what happened after that screen. She filled it out, continue. Perfect, everything's perfect. She has an access code, so she's going to click access code. If you don't have an access code and you want to buy it right now, there's the price for up to 24 months. Can you scroll down? There's the price for 18 weeks. And then go down, stop. Now see where underneath it all it says waiting for financial aid, question mark? And underneath that it says get temporary access without payment for 14 days. Everybody needs to click that does not have an access code or is waiting for their access code if you want to buy it right now. But if you're waiting for the bookstore to send you something, then get a temporary access. It won't let you put your code in until the 14 days has run out, which is fine. You'll have it ready. But if you don't have it ready, this is a 1 month course. So if it takes you a week to get all this settled, you missed a week. So please make sure that you get everything that you need ordered and in time for 2 weeks from now. But you can click on that and you will get access. That if you ordered it from the bookstore, but I know if you ordered it from the bookstore, and this may apply to you as well, then what they're going to do is send you an email. In that email, it's going to have a link, and underneath it, it's going to have a code. That code is not the code for Pearson. That code is the code for the link that is in the email. You have to click on that link. You have to put in that code. Then once you do that, it'll open up the code for Pearson.
Because it's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So,
not going to work. But if it did work, why don't you go down to the bottom and hit temporary access, and you'll figure this out later because you got to
right,
start.
exactly. Right.
So hit cancel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go down to the bottom where it's this is good. We saw both things.
Mm-hmm.
Temporary access, yes. And then it will go into Pearson. So go to my course. See where it says go to my course down? Yep, right there. Go to my course. Close this. The socket error.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Close the one next to it. Close
This one?
that. Just close it. Yeah, just close it. Refresh. Week 1. Go down to quiz 1. Click on
Just
quiz 1. Hit open Pearson. Looks like it's going to work. Beautiful. That was actually perfect because even if you get that error, just go back to Blackboard and go try again to hit quiz 1 and look, she's in. That's it.
okay.
Now you have 14 days until it's not going to work anymore. That's it. Every week you're going to have the same thing, and week 2 looks the same, week 3 looks the same, week 4 I'm not going to talk about in detail, but you'll see that in week 4 you have practice final. That's the quiz. You have makeup test. Remember, we get to make up a test. You have the final exam in Blackboard. You have the post test in Blackboard, and that's it. That's the end of the class.